Joins me now. Sir, thank you for joining us on this. This grabbed my attention. You told Axios earlier this week, the number of times in the course of a week I'm called a, quote, Jewish demon is pretty unsettling. I'd like to give you the opportunity and the platform to respond to whatever demented people are saying this to you.
Yeah, I mean, most of this happens online, and so one of the things I've been pushing for in the last couple of days is the administration to take on big tech, because so much of the anti-Semitism that's surging is surging on these platforms. But yeah, that's if you go to my comments, and I suspect this is true for a lot of other Jewish members of Congress, you will see pretty heinous commentary, including calling me a Jewish demon on a regular basis, and that is sort of what we all assumed would happen after months, now 18 months, of this blood libel of genocide, that Jews are going out of their way to kill innocent people, children, and that it isn't just this awful war. That if you want to be opposed to that, of course, I think it's an awful war, but to say this is genocide and that there are these demonic, Jewish evil, actors who are intentionally trying to kill people, ultimately leads to violence.
To your point, sir, take a listen to a couple of your colleagues out there on Capitol Hill.
If you want to know what an unfolding genocide looks like, open your eyes. It looks like the forced famine of 1.1 million innocents.
Felony prosecutions of student acts can only be seen as an effort to silence students protesting their university's complicity in the Israeli government's apartheid and genocide.
I mean, both of those women have liked and promoted content on social media that calls for Antifada.
Yeah, I have addressed it with both of them, and hopefully at least one of them is heading in a different direction, a better direction.
I mean, there's not really any evidence of that, to be honest. A couple of tweets.
A couple of tweets, fair enough, but progress is progress. I see this, by the way, on the left. I also see it on the right. It's sort of extremism. And I mean, I got attacked today by the National Republican Congressional Committee, holding me, a Jewish member of Congress, responsible for what happened in Colorado. So what I'd like more than anything, and this is true for all of us as members that are also Jewish, is to de-escalate and to get people working together to call out anti-Semitism in all of its forms, not just the ones that people want to believe are anti-Semitic. Like if we and the AJC and others are saying it's anti-Semitic, it's anti-Semitic. And it's the kind of anti-Semitism that does lead to violence, to get people really engaged in this, to beef up security. And I would like to see the administration take on big tech, because they could do a lot to diminish the anti-Semitism that you're seeing on these platforms.
It must bother you, sir, the reality that anti-Semitism on the left in America is sharpest right now. Inside elite institutions, the Harvards and the Columbias of the world. On the right, though, it's really publicly, at least, just on the far right fringes. We're talking like the Proud Boy types. You don't see sitting members of Congress in the Republican committee, going for this stuff.
Yeah, there's some members of Congress that have said some pretty questionable things on the right, but it is
like
the
who?
extremism.
Can you give us some names?
I think that if you, I don't want to pick a fight with any of my colleagues at the moment because I'm trying to de-escalate, but there's also members within the Trump administration that are known anti-Semites. I mean, this is a problem that both parties have to deal with. Every institution in the country has to take a look and say, look, are we tolerating this in any way? And if the answer is yes, those folks got to go.
Well, Congressman, thank you for taking time with us today to talk about this. We appreciate it.